is so important in games in general. I mean, especially in this game where, like, if you want to react to drive impact, sometimes you hear audio first in games, right? And that's the best way you can kind of deal with situations.
Yeah, there was a great Smash Bros. Video from a few years ago where Gimmer, shout out Gimmer, did an audio reaction test thing where he was doing tech chases based solely off of audio. And he was hitting things like 8 times out of 10 versus 3 times out of 10 off visual. Super interesting.
You know, we're all about stats here. So let's see if my man FISHMANS with the Marisa? Oh no, the Luke. Okay, the Luke. All right, now one of the fresh faces to this game. New characters only here.
Both of these, as far as I'm concerned, both of these are top tiers.
Yeah, I think Luke is definitely a character that is consistent, has like a well-rounded toolkit, and does like amazing things. And we have, of course, modern controls, modern sensibilities here. Let's see how it goes down here. I mentioned earlier, Taquito's been playing some modern Luke, so maybe he's been taking a page from that. But let's see how it handles.
Like we were saying, modern Luke specifically works very well because he doesn't lose a lot of his good neutral buttons. And right there, we see the benefit. Those one-button reactions there, he can deal with these jump-ins from cloverwolf on that teleport.
Yeah, not having to input anything makes sure that the move comes out immediately. And you don't lose too much out. Luke can kind of survive with even like a limited toolkit because you do lose some moves in modern.
Absolutely. However, FISHMANS making it work so far in Burnout right now, which is like the worst situation to be in this matchup. It feels so bad because all those projectiles do chip and you try to get in once and you just get grabbed.
Yeah, I feel at this moment it's kind of checkmate, right? You are full screen with barely any health to give. cloverwolf looking pretty confident going so far.
Yeah, that was a very difficult round for FISHMANS, but at the same time, he went into that early Burnout and cloverwolf just absolutely blew him up for it. So if he's able to avoid that checkmate situation, maybe it will go very differently this time around.
Yeah, we're seeing cloverwolf now pull out the feints, right? Pull the feints and pull out the EX. And FISHMANS has to answer with their own projectile right there. An EX Sandblast knocks you down and give you some space.
And there we go, the one-button super reactions. That's another thing that FISHMANS has with these modern controls. Less damage, but if you can react like that, does it really matter?
Now, we got to talk about Amnesia. The cheapest reversal in the game.
Speaking of which, that sets up for some pretty crazy stuff in the corner. I was watching a video this morning, actually. There's a Brian F. video, if anybody's interested, about teleport grabs, which is super interesting, the stuff you can do off of that.
I mean, the only shenanigans that are coming out here was the level 2, and now we are once again in the same song and dance. Full screen, and FISHMANS, can you climb back?
Another thing I'm really interested to see, because it's a pretty new tech, is will cloverwolf go for the back throw combos in the corner? Because if you take a JP back throw, usually throw combo scaling is super heavy. You instantly go down to 60% scaling on a throw combo, which really hurts JP's damage output. But if you back throw, it doesn't, because the throw does 0 damage. You can hit them before the throw comes out and do crazy damage off of it.
It might not matter if FISHMANS can't get in. We're seeing he gets in, and the EX Amnesia does come out. Now that does beat strikes and throws and puts you in a mix-up situation.
Yeah, FISHMANS has been really struggling. I really like these fake fireballs from cloverwolf, because that Sandblast is such a good check against all of his tools in neutral. So cloverwolf has to be really tricky about how he uses those options.
All right, we're making sure that we can't drive rush in neutral so easily. There we go. FISHMANS put him in the corner, looking for a shimmy opportunity.
The patience from cloverwolf, but it might bite him in the dust if FISHMANS gets that grab. However, the counter, and now the shoe is on the other foot. Let's see if FISHMANS can get out of this scary situation.
All right, here it is.
That's
a possible checkmate situation, but you are parrying, which means you have to look out for the grab.
Look at that damage. Can he get away? No, he was too slow. Not even the one-button supers can save you from cloverwolf.
Yeah, it is quite surprising, but it does have some startup to it. But yeah, it's a tad bit too slow, but I like the idea of representing that FISHMANS.
Yeah, so far cloverwolf really showing us that I don't care if you're on classic controls, you're on modern controls, you're getting these hands either way. The only real difference is he's just stopped jumping in so much, because every time he does, he gets DP'd.
Hey man, cloverwolf, classic controls, but modern reactions.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, there's the overhead.
Yeah, tricky stuff. Using the departure, that portal you've been seeing on Knockdown a lot, sets up for a lot of strike throw situations.
Let's see what FISHMANS can do to get himself back into this game. That's certainly not what he needed, as cloverwolf has time for a full combo. Is this going to kill right here? Not quite, but almost there. Tick of health, not much Fishman can do here.
And you think you're safe, but then JP can just let the spike rip at any time.
And we gonna character change?
I think we're letting it ice a little bit. There's one thing in games too, it's like, even though we have a fast rematch button, it's good to go to character select. Take your time. Think about the match, right?
Yeah, that's the accidental, in quotes, icing rare. Like, oops, I accidentally went to character select as you're like taking deep breaths.
Hey, yeah, I mean, it definitely is a thing. Take your time. Think about the next match as we got these goofy faces going on.
No, I just noticed, we're talking about statistics a lot today. I couldn't help but notice that player 1 has won the last 5 games in a row. That is a statistic that comes up a lot.
Hey, there's no part priority here. Just crack players.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, crack players or crack players, one of the two.
Man, one of them. All right, here we go, cloverwolf teleporting in. EX grab this time. And that becomes so much more effective, I feel, up close. It's harder to react to them, right?
Oh, I really like that from cloverwolf, going for the aerial tick throw there. Such a threatening option because for the most part, he's just been teleporting in and mashing jab, and Fishman's been just blocking and being okay.
Yeah, just nickel and dime him. You don't have much drive gauge, using EX Sandblast to get in, so cloverwolf playing to win.
Yeah, Fishman's really struggling to get in. I feel like cloverwolf's got his approach options so well figured out to the point where he's approaching himself. He says, take this, let me send you into the corner early. I don't care if I'm a zoner.
Yeah, I'm loving the situation that cloverwolf's been putting Fishman's in. Let's see, Fishman's had some momentum. Had is the word. Level 2 means you are sticking in place. Check out the ghosts.
Yeah,
you best be afraid of these ghosts.
Yeah, that's just checkmate there. You know he's going to grab eventually. It's just a matter of when, and there's no way to tell. Now Fishman stuck in the corner, maybe for the last time, or can he turn it all around here?
It's been so difficult. Fishman's trying to find a way in. Okay, away, and you might be just going away forever. I don't know. What do you think?
Oh, great defense from Fishman, but you can only take that for so long. There's only so many overheads that you're going to block before that spike comes out of the ground and sends you into loser's bracket.
My man hit him with the pimp cane. There we go. Cloverwolf in dominant fashion, 3-0 over Fishman's.
And great stuff. Cloverwolf doing a good job there, showing all of the things that